Okay, this is my modeling Earth video for science and social studies, I think. um, so this is my model of Earth. I was gonna, it was really actually hard because I've never used Google Drawing before, so I really couldn't make the real states. So I was like, this was gonna be Africa, and this was gonna be Australia, and this was gonna be something up there, and then the stars in the background. I was gonna make like little dots, but the scribble wouldn't work, and my computer was all weird, and so I just had to roll with what I was going with. So my model perspective is from space. So we learned about the Earth that there is a pull that makes the Earth's sorry, that makes the Earth sides. It pulls out the sides. Like if you're, like we did an experiment, if you're spinning with your arms relaxing, your arms will be pulled out to the sides. And so it's the same thing with the Earth, because it's spinning not that fast, so it's not that much of a difference. So the Earth is actually a little bit wider on these sides than from top to bottom. And I think before the theory that the sun will eat the Earth, that the Earth is going to get super ovally. And when it is super ovally, it'll be really cool. Or it'll be the same. I'm not really sure because I probably won't be alive. But that is what we learned about the gravitational pull, I think. And so the green spots, like here and here and here and here, and these are little islands, like here, there, and there. These are continents. This is Africa, this is Australia, and this is somewhere else. And that's, I think, it's just an island. And those are just pieces of land. I decided to use green because most of the land is green. I was gonna write like little rocky mountains, but I didn't know where all the mountains were from this perspective of like Africa and Australia and that place. And then the white part on top of it is all clouds that are moving around. We had 20 minutes, so it's not. I know it's not the best, but it is my model. And then all the blue, of course, is the water, because most of the Earth is water. Most half of the Earth is water. And then there's the stars in the background. I was gonna make the background like a purpley. This is actually not black. It's actually really, really, really dark purple. It kind of looks black, but if you stare at it for a few minutes, it actually is pretty purple. So the questions that I should answer are from my teacher's website. So it says, the Earth and what it looks like. Well, I just showed you what the Earth looks like and what it is. So check that one off the bullet list. The point of view drawing, and okay. My point of view is from space, so you can see all the stars and you can see the half of the Earth. I was gonna do in a second because I'm recording. I was gonna do a shadow, but I didn't have that much time. Actually, 20 minutes goes by really quickly. The limitations of your model. Okay, so you can't see North America or Mexico or Canada or Alaska or anywhere like that because I'm on a different side of the Earth. My Earth doesn't show spinning like the real Earth does. Like there's a time lapse taken of the Earth, and my Earth doesn't show that. And then you can't see one side of the Earth. I just had to put a lot of land on it because it was a video, and most of it is water, so I had to put most water, most land, because I couldn't have. This is technically the side of the Earth with more water, but I drew it and then I noticed that, but I wasn't going to take 5 minutes to redo the whole entire thing. So my limitations are a little bendy. From the point of view, did you draw the model? For example, did you imagine that you were in a plane high above the Earth viewing from space or looking out a front door? Something else? Okay, so when I was doing this, I was visualizing that I was in like Apollo 11 or something and taking a picture of the Earth from this side. And I was way out there because you could see the entire Earth from right here. And it's just like sides of the Earth. Okay. The Earth looks like my model because this is what I think of when I think of Earth. I'm like, oh, there's water and there's land and there's clouds, and there's stars, and there's a lot of space. Stay scared, it's space. And so I visualized that I was on Apollo 11, picturing the Earth, and that's just how it looks for me. That's what I see. But I do, when I'm thinking of it, I do think of like mountains and places. Like if I was on a map with greens and purples and blues and oranges showing different places, that's also what I think of. But I didn't have time to draw all that. The experience that led me to think this. So the question is technically, I'm not going to say it because it was a little confusing to me, but the question is, did I have, and why do I think that the Earth looks like this? Well, I know it looks like this due to a lot of research and pictures, and I know that it's circular because why I know it's circular, I believe this one the most, is because on the moon, during a lunar eclipse, the Earth gives a shadow. Or no, not during a lunar eclipse. During everything, the Earth normally gives the moon a shadow, and the shadow is definitely circular, and that means that the Earth would be circular because it's the Earth's shadow. Because there's nothing closer to the moon than Earth, because that's just how it is, and I know that. And what was the question? Yeah. So why I know that it looks like this is because my family likes a lot of space movies, like Martians and Star Wars and things like that. So we see a lot of these like going up into space things, and I just know that life looks like that, and that's just how it is. And yes, that was that. Okay, how would you describe the model? Well, I did describe it. There's land, and there's clouds, and there's water, and there's stars and moons and everything. I didn't get to draw the moon. I was going to draw a little circle moon in the background, but I didn't have time for that because I fell a little bit behind on recording. Like I'm the only one in the hall right now because everybody's already finished. So I'm almost done. And I described it in the beginning, so that's technically what I did. Why might we use models in science? Because if we don't know if we can't see what we're, like if we know this information and we have to keep it in our minds while we're putting more in our minds as scientists, then we'll forget about it most likely. So it's better to have a model of it to like be like, oh wait, I remember that. That's circular and it has water and it has land. Okay, what are some examples of models? Last question. Well, there's a globe. That's an example of the Earth. There's posters, and we have posters in our classroom because we write a human body research paper. And there's posters of like the brains, and that's what a brain looks like. And there's posters of books because they're models of the books that they've been in. And there's so many models. Have you ever had an American Girl set? They're technically models. Literally. Like one of the small mixing bowls is a model of a big mixing bowl. All of that stuff would be a model of something. Okay, so I'm pretty sure that's the end of the questions. So I hope you like my Earth's model. I spent 20 minutes on it. There's a lot of space in the background. I keep trying to make jokes. I'm not that good. But that's my model of the Earth, and I hope you liked it. Okay. I'm Caitlin.